Hey you guys, it is me Jeremiah. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I hope you're staying subscribed, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. I appreciate you. So today I'm going to be doing a video that has been going around YouTube for a while now. I just want to point this out there that I actually started this trend that I'm going to be doing today, and it is following a YouTuber's YouTube tutorial, makeup tutorial. And yeah, I did a video way back in like summer of 2017 of following Jaclyn Hill's tutorial on how to contour. So I would like my credit Jeffree Star, Thomas Halbert, Manny MUA, Laura Lee, and James Charles, Jenna Marbles, pretty much everyone who's doing this video. I want my fucking credit. I'm kidding. I'm aware that no one in their right mind watched my video, and I had about -3 subscribers then, so that was a joke. I'm going to be doing another one of those videos, but today I'm going to be recreating a look by Ms. Nikkietutorials. I absolutely love Nikki so much, and she is a full coverage queen. I love her so freaking much. I'm doing this video knowing that I do not have a pair of tweezers, so putting on my lashes is going to be a task. But I really wanted to do this video. Tomorrow I'm going to be getting some tweezers, but I just moved and I cannot find them anywhere. But I really want to do this video, so I'm gonna do this, and hopefully I can put on my tweezers put on my lashes with my fingers. Probably not gonna go over well, and this final look is probably going to be straight trash, but I'm going to try. So yeah, if you guys want to watch me fail, then keep on watching. Okay, you guys, so the first thing that Miss Nikkietutorials did is she primed with the Farsali Unicorn Essence. I am not an influencer that is, you know, followed by millions, and I do not receive free product. There's like a piece of hair that's like staying there. And I don't want to waste my money, so I am not going to be purchasing the Unicorn Farsali, whatever the fuck it's called. I'm not going to be purchasing that, but I'm going to be trying to do something similar. So I'm actually going to be taking this Sunday Riley Ultra Clarifying Face Oil. And at first I was really skeptical about this, but I was reading a bunch of reviews on this because I was really confused on how to use it. But I saw a lot of people saying that they use this in their foundation to make it look more glowy. So it's pretty much the same thing. It's a dropper. This probably is not meant to be on my face all the time, but I'm gonna do it. So yeah, let's do this. It's this bad boy right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna drop this all over my face. And yeah, this has a really odd smell to it. It kind of smells like cooking oil. This actually feels really good though. It feels like really moisturizing and hydrating, and like, yes, I need this, I like this. Okay, so my skin looks really dewy and glowy, and I love it. Okay, so the next thing that she did is she went in with a mattifying primer just to control her oils, because I believe that she is oily. So I am not oily, but I'm just gonna do it because this is what the video is about. So I'm gonna go ahead and take another really popular, hyped up product. This is the Benefit Professional. And yeah, I'm just gonna do this in my T-zone like Nikkietutorials. Okay, so in this tutorial, she used the Mercier Flawless Fusion Foundation. I do not have that foundation, but I'm gonna use a new foundation because at the time this foundation was new. So I'm gonna take my Maybelline Superstay foundation, and this is super full coverage, just like the Mercier. So yeah, and normally I do color correct because, as you guys can see, I am a male. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I am in fact a male. Gotcha. But yeah, so you guys can see I have a bunch of darkness that I usually color correct with my Anastasia cream contour kit, but she didn't, so I will not. So we're gonna see how this goes. But this is super full coverage, so I'm not, you know, I'm trusting in this. I did do a review on this, and it will be right here. Make sure you fucking watch it. She blended it in with the sponge. So I'm gonna take my favorite sponge, the Morphe sponge. I'm just going to pounce this all into my beautiful skin. Look at that full coverageness. Like, yes, yes, queen. Give me that full coverage. Yes, yes. So I'm noticing that with the primers that I use, my skin looks really dewy. And I like that because I have really dry skin. So whenever my skin looks dewy, I'm like, I'm gonna take 3 of them, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit more foundation to the darker areas of my face, like here. I want a little bit more coverage. Okay, guys, so I just finished up my foundation. So now I'm gonna go in with my concealer, and Nikki did use a brush. She didn't say which concealer she used, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use my normal Colourpop No Filter concealer in the shade 1050. I normally don't use brushes for my concealer, for my under eye concealer at least. So I'm excited to see the finish, if it's like a different finish than with a sponge. I mean, I'm still gonna go in with my sponge afterwards, but and this is just a Sephora charcoal infused large foundation brush. Oh, I have a concealer brush. So I'm just gonna switch to another Sephora brush. This was like in a set, but I'm just gonna use this to blend out my concealer. Hopefully this looks better. I'm honestly really nervous for this because I never do my eyeshadow last. Like, I literally never do it last. I always do it first before anything else. Okay, I do love the way that this blended out on my forehead, but the rest of it, not so much. So I'm just gonna go in with my sponge again and just blend out all the harsh lines, so it just looks really nicely blended. Okay guys, so this is what this looks like. Like applying it with the brush, I don't know, like it just looks really like airbrushed, and I'm living for this look. So what's her name? What's the girl's name? Nikki, she used the Maybelline Fit Me Loose setting powder. I actually do not have that. I was literally at Target the other day staring at it. I was like, maybe next time. So today I'm gonna take my little Mercier translucent setting powder. This is the medium deep one, and yeah, let's go ahead and set this face. Okay guys, so I just went ahead and I did my brows off camera because Nikki actually did after the powder. She did her brows, so I went ahead and did that using the Anastasia Dip Brow. So now she went ahead and she used MAC Paint Pot. I do not have MAC Paint Pot because I believe it's like not what I have to spend on a concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Master Conceal by Maybelline. I think she's used this a couple times, and I think the consistency of it is similar, but it is a little bit light, so I don't want it to be too white because I feel like it's a little bit ghost-like. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this and mix it in with a little bit of my Colourpop No Filter Concealer. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and take this really bright orange shade from the 3502 palette and put that on my lids. And she uses a wave brush, but I don't got one. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this Morphe 441 brush. That's kind of similar. So this is very fiery. It's a bit too red. It's not really the look that I'm going for. So I'm gonna blend out. I'm gonna add some of this lighter shade from the 35B. And she brought that relatively high, about to here, because pretty sure she has hooded eyelids, so she wants to make sure that color shows up when she closes her eye. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit of this orange shade right here from the 35B palette, just because I feel like this orange on my eyelid is a bit too red. I'm just gonna like put that on top of this to give more of an orangey look instead of a red. But yeah, I don't have anything Juvia's Place, so I feel like the Juvia's Place palettes are probably more pigmented, just because that's just what I've seen. Okay, so then after that, she used a yellow shade again from a Juvia's Place palette, which I do not have, which I really need to get. But I'm just gonna take this yellow shade from the Morphe 35B palette and just blend out the edges with this. Okay, so she said use very light pressure, which is what I'm going to do. And I'm gonna take I don't know what I'm gonna take. I'm just gonna take one of these Morphe R39 brushes. Nikki is probably my favorite when it comes to creative looks. She's just so freaking talented, it's insane. Okay, you guys, so after 6 years of blending, this is what this looks like. A trick from, getting the pigment that you want from the 35B palette is instead of like swirling your brush, I would instead what's the word? I would suggest that you guys pack it on instead of swirling. So this whole eyeshadow look that she's using, I'm pretty sure is gonna be all Juvia's Place, but I pretty much have all of the colors in this bad boy right here. So again, she used a purple shade, and it kind of looks like an in-between shade in between these two. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix these two together and blend this all in. So yeah. Okay, so I'm actually gonna take the purple shade from the Morphe 12P palette, and the this shade right here, because I feel like this one down here is a little bit too blue. Yeah, she really just blended this all over her lid and into her crease for the kind of like a transition shade for the next dark shade that she's gonna be applying. Okay, this brush really isn't doing anything at all, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a different brush. Maybe that's what's gonna help out. So I'm just gonna take another clean Morphe R39 brush. Okay, I guess this is a little bit better. Now that I come to think about it, I don't really have any purples that are really pigmented, so I may have to cop this Juvia's Place palette, cause like, sis, I'm gonna be here all day. Okay, so I'm actually gonna take the brush that I started off with and blend that up. Okay, you guys, so this is what it looks like with the purple blended in. It took a while to get here. I've been blending for a good 10-20 minutes, just trying to get it to look somewhat decent. And that purple shade just really is not here for me. Like, she does not want to show up. She does not want to clock into her shift. Like, but Ms. Nikkietutorials has a trick for that. So let's see what she's gonna do. Okay, so what she did is she applied concealer to her lid in order to get a more pigmented shadow. So that is what I'm gonna do. I've never seen this trick before, ever. So I'm really excited to see how well it's going to perform. I'm just gonna use a really tiny M213 brush from Morphe. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a Morphe 124 brush and dip into this really pretty navy blue shade. And I'm just gonna put that where I put the concealer. Okay, so the shade she's using is actually a bit darker, so I'm gonna mix in the tiniest amount of black, just to make it a bit darker. So I'm gonna add a little bit more concealer because I'm noticing that it's like she applied a bit more than I did, so I'm just gonna take it like here, gonna get a little bit more in my hand. So I'm gonna do what I did to the outer to the inner side. So again, taking the concealer and putting that right here to get that blue shade to really pop. So this is what it looks like, you guys, and it looks so good. Like before, you know, adding this concealer, it wasn't really showing up that much, but now that I added it, it looks so good, and it's it's exactly how it looks in the pan. So I'm definitely gonna be trying this concealer trick, and yeah, so thank you, Nikki, for that. So I'm gonna get a clean blending brush and blend this. This is a Morphe 513 brush. And this is a little bit tapered, so it's not too fluffy, so it's gonna blend all the colors up and get the darks too high. I think that me and Nikki have really similar eye shapes because this look is looking really, really good. I think that we both have kind of like, I think my eyes are a bit bigger, but they're both kind of elongated. And I think that this look is suiting both of us really well. Okay, so I'm wanting to take this brush and blend it right here because there's harsh lines, and but I don't want to mix it because it'll turn it green. So I'm just gonna be like really light. Okay, guys, so this is what this is looking like. I think it's really, really pretty, but now that I've added this darkness to my lid, I'm understanding why Nikki is emphasizing the importance of lashes, because I just cannot see this look looking, you know, it looks good, but I feel like it's gonna look really good if I can get those lashes on. So let's just have a little moment right now and say a little prayer. Okay, Nikki, she's doing like a spotlight, so not like a halo eye. She's gonna be doing like a spotlight eye, so it's gonna be like just focused right on the center. So I'm again taking my handy dandy Maybelline Master Conceal, and I'm using a Morphe M224 brush. So she's doing like a spotlight eye, so I'm gonna dip just the tip of the brush into the concealer, just so I can like really like make sure I don't get it everywhere. So this brush is not gonna do it on its own. I'm gonna take a liner brush. This is a Morphe M217, just so I can like really make sure that it's precise. Okay, so then I'm going to take the Morphe M224 brush, and then I'm just gonna bring it straight down. Okay, so then she went in with a lighter blue shimmer shade. She used, of course, Juvia's Place, but I'm gonna be using this shade right here. This is Aqua from Anastasia. This is a single shadow. It's really, really pretty. I've used it a couple times. And then I'm just gonna pop that on the outer edges just to like blend it in. And I'm gonna take a really tiny synthetic brush. This is a Sigma E56 brush. So I'm just gonna spritz this with a little bit of all-nighter. That really did nothing. I'm hoping I'm not blocking your guys' view, but I really need to like make sure this is on right. Okay, so then after that, she used a NYX glitter. I do not have a NYX glitter. I don't have the same shade that she has, but I do have a couple MAC pigments, and the one that she's using is hollow. So I have these three right here. I'm not gonna look up because I don't want to mess up my concealer. I do not have a hollow glitter, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this MAC pigment. This is in the shade Vanilla, and I'm just gonna put that directly on the center of my lid. I'm gonna take a more of a tiny, I'm gonna take a smaller brush. This is a Morphe M433 brush, and just because I don't want to like put it everywhere, and it's a pigment, so I don't want it to go everywhere. I'm gonna be really careful because last time I used this, it got literally everywhere. So wow, it's so pretty. I'm gonna take that a little bit higher because when I close my eyes, you can't really see the pigment. Okay guys, so this is pretty much almost done. I just have to do some highlighting, some aligning for my underwater line. So yeah, I think this is really, really pretty, but we're almost there. Let's keep going. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my brow bone, and I'm gonna use, I don't know what the hell she used, but it was like a yellow, it's like a yellowish highlighter. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Maybelline Master Chrome. So she used a blue highlight to highlight her inner corner. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the same shimmer that I did on my lid. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna line my waterline with an E43 brush from Morphe. I'm just gonna take one of the flat ends of it and just line my waterline. And then she just smoked it out with a black, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do, using the same brush. Okay, and then I'm just gonna blend that out with my Morphe 124 brush. Okay guys, so I somehow miraculously was able to put on these lashes without tweezers, and I just wanna take the time to thank the heavens up above, because this was the hardest time. This was the hardest thing about the entire makeup look, because it was so stressful, because Nikki was really emphasizing that you need lashes. So, and I'm aware that they are completely wonky and that they're not on all the way, but from a distance, you guys probably can't even tell. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face, and then I'm gonna go ahead and apply some more mascara to even these out. She used the Next to Nothing bronzer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one by Bobbi Brown. It's kind of like the same. It's kind of like the same thing. So that's just what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a bronzing brush. This is the Sephora brush. Start the high points of my face. You guys know the drill. Okay, so this looks really, really, really red. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the bronzer that I use all the time, because this is just this is not my shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to my handy dandy KKW Beauty bronzer shade, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this one right here. As you guys can see, she is used and abused. I'm gonna tap really lightly because she's super pigmented. Just to like get rid of those harsh lines. Okay, and then she went ahead and went under her contour. A little bit of powder to really snatch that jawline. Okay, and then she took a highlighter that kind of looks like this. This is Colourpop Candyman. And then she applied it with a brush, a tapered blending brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that with my Morphe 501 brush. I normally like to apply my highlight with my fingers or with a sponge. So I feel like it just looks more natural. That's really pretty. Okay guys, so Nikki also used a blush, like a shimmery blush. But I'm not gonna do that because my bronzer is already really red, so I feel like that can kind of act as my blush. So yeah, so the next thing that she did is she lined her lips. So now I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with the Maybelline Shaping Lip Liner in the shade Rich Chocolate. We're actually not gonna do that. This is really red. So I'm gonna take this Milani Sugar Plum Liner. My favorite one is MAC Bittersweet, but I cannot find that anywhere for the life of me. So we're just gonna use this. Okay, and then Nikki applied a nude lipstick, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply NYX Soft Spoken. This is my favorite nude lip. Okay, and then she applied a gloss over this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my Taraji P. Henson. You guys, I use this so much, I didn't even realize how much I have left. You're kidding. I'm gonna be using the one. So, okay, you guys, so this is, okay, so you, okay guys, so the final step is to of course set our faces. So, in Nikki's video it looks like she's using a very glowy spray, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. So I'm gonna be using this Roma water from Lush. This is a hydrating rose lavender toner that soothes the skin and calms the mind. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray this on my face. And then to set that, I'm gonna go ahead and use an Urban Decay All Nighter. She does a little bit of this action. Okay, you guys, so this is the final look. I'm honestly so, like, I don't think I've ever looked better. I'm not even joking right now. I look so good. I was kind of skeptical because I know that Nikki, I wasn't skeptical, but I was kind of worried because I know Nikki has, I'm pretty sure she has oily skin, and I know that she always packs on the powder, but my skin looks so good, and it looks really dewy, and it looks very skin-like. And this eyeshadow is honestly so pretty. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I had so much fun making this video, and make sure you guys watch my first video where I recreated Jaclyn Hill's. Okay, sorry, I'm blinking so much. There's like a hair and a lash in my eyeball. We got technical difficulties. Make sure you guys watch my other video where I recreated Jaclyn Hill's video, and I tried to follow her steps on how to contour. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I had such an awesome time filming this video. If you guys liked it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. I post videos very often now. I'm not gonna say what times and what day because I don't know, and I post whenever, you know. But it's gonna be frequent, so make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on a video. I post vlogs, I post makeup tutorials, I post reviews, I post recreations, and I post whatever you guys want to see. So whatever you guys want to see me do, then comment it and I'll do it. And if you guys could, it'd be really awesome if you guys tagged her on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. If she used that, if y'all use that, it'd be really nice. So thank you if you do that. Before I go, I just want to say, as we all know, there was a tragedy that just recently happened. There was a shooting at another school. So I'm going to leave some charities that you guys can donate to in the description bar below. And even if it's just 10 cents, even if it's 50 cents, even if it's $1, anything helps. And I just want to use any influence that I have just to inspire people to do better. So yeah, I'm going to leave those down in the description bar below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be back very soon. Turn on the notifications so you don't miss out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.